Welcome back. This Friday, TVO viewers will have the chance to fly like a red-tailed hawk across the Niagara region. Tripping the Niagara is a 3-hour documentary that takes in the sights and the sounds of our region. Executive producer Mitch Azaria is here to tell us more. Mitch, can you tell us how many drones you used to get this footage?
I thought that might be your first question. We had one drone and one ready to go. So, we knew that this was a pretty precarious shoot. We knew that we were going to be, the Niagara River, and it's not what most people think, that flat part of the lower river and the upper river. We're filming in the middle. So we were filming in some spots that were really awkward. We were trying to catch drones on a jet boat in the Niagara River, and that's a very impossible thing. So to answer your question, we used primarily one drone, but we did lose it at Whitewater Walk in the middle of the Niagara River.
Why a drone and why Niagara?
Our first program was going up the Rideau Canal. We went for 4 hours. So this is, in a sense, it's only 3 hours. But we went for 4 hours in the Rideau Canal. And what we were concerned with was if we did a second one and we did it yet on another body of water, people would think of it as a waterways program. So we wanted to find something that was really unusual. And we thought, everybody wants to fly. I mean, there isn't a person alive that doesn't want to get up in the air and look around and be able to move great distances and see what's going on. So we thought, why not, red-tailed hawk? So then we thought, what's the best place to fly? And we can't imagine a place that's more interesting in a short space, moving very short distances than Niagara. I mean, we were just blown away because I think most people's experience is the falls, Clifton Hill, and they don't understand all of the other things that Niagara has to offer. And as a hawk, we were able to do all of those in a 3-hour program.
One of the things that I find fascinating about the 3 hours is that there's no narration, there's no musical soundtrack. It's the sound of nature, actually.
What we tried to do with the first one, and we hope we've done it with this one, is we want to make it very much an immersive sort of experiential experience. So that once you take off as the red-tailed hawk, that you then become it's your point of view. It's the red-tailed hawk's point of view, and you get to be a curious hawk, and you get to fly where you want to. Now we know a landscape is just a landscape unless we enrich it in somehow. So, if you were flying over the vineyards or you were flying over the orchards, you'd say, well, interesting vineyards, interesting orchards. But if you know that there were once the bottom of Lake Iroquois, an ancient lake, and all of the minerals and richness that was at the bottom of that lake are still in that ground, and that's why it's so fertile. That all of a sudden gives you a deeper appreciation for what you're seeing and where you're flying. So we have 150 pop-up factoids. You probably remember those with MTV,
Yes.
they would pop them up. So it's that kind of, 1 sentence or 2 sentence piece of information.
You shot this from June to early October of 2020. Happy accident that there weren't a lot of tourists in the area during that time.
We knew that, and we knew that was working for us and against us. I mean, it's nice to see lots of people because that's kind of what Niagara is, in regions at least. But then, as our editor pointed out, because he had never seen any of the footage, he said, it's wonderful. It's as if I have Niagara to myself and I'm seeing it, in a sort of pure form. And the other challenge, of course, is, as if you're filming, you often attract people. And, a drone it's something that can be seen. So we would have got endless people sort of pointing to our hawk. And, a hawk doesn't often get pointed to. So it did kind of work in our favor.
This debuts on TVO this Sunday, but you are also putting it up online a bit earlier than that with some added extras.
Yeah, so it goes TVO. You're right about the Sunday. It debuts on the Friday the 2nd at 7 p.m., then also repeats on the Sunday. But as soon as it goes to air on the Friday at 7 o'clock, well, I guess at 10 o'clock, it then goes online, so it's available for anybody to watch. And look, it's a 3-hour commitment. I mean, my children love me. I'm not sure they're going to watch it for 3 hours. That's a long commitment, but it's kind of fun to put on in the background. It's kind of fun to watch online because you can stop and start and come back to it. But yeah, it debuts this weekend. I'm really hoping folks enjoy it.